Here she is again. She's always with me now. Well, she's not always with me. I am teaching her to sit with herself as well. But she loves to just hang out with me. And how could I not? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I thought today we could talk about something that I've been talking about in therapy. Um, this is not a great angle of me, but I want to stroke my puppies, so you know. And this is something that I've been questioning, which is, am I fake? I'm just gonna deep dive straight in. The main crux of therapy is, feeling burnt out, putting my energy into everything, and not actually, enjoying things and thinking about what I really want to do. And what I've kind of realised is how much energy it is just to exist. Um, and a lot of that I've been thinking, like, is it me? Like, as soon as I roll out of the house, I'm confronted with people. So straight away I've got to kind of, what I've been doing is putting on this like protective armour almost of like, must be, I've said this before, but like the angelic disabled person that does no wrong. I've got to smile to everyone, be a happy person, prove everybody wrong about the misconceptions, and it took a toll on me, and I had to do something about it. So then when we got talking in therapy, I was like, I don't know who I am naturally anymore. So we basically came up with a plan that was like, just try and be as present as possible. So when I'm out, don't put on anything. Don't feel like you have to perform. Just really be intentional about who you are and do what you need to do. Go to the shop. Don't feel like you have to schmooze people. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, so for the like past month or whatever, I have been testing this out, and we've got a happy ending, people. Because I think what I was worried about was, oh my god, am I being a person who's not me? And I'm 30 years old, and all of a sudden I'm not who I thought I was, and oh my god, what's happening? But actually, what I've worked out is, luckily, over the last few weeks, as well as like work commitments, I've also had like medical appointments, a lot of medical appointments. So it's been a really good test to see like how I am. And guys, I've worked out I am me. Like, stripping it all back, and I just did me. I just went to these appointments, and I'm trying to think of an example. So, like, when I went to my hearing appointment, which, by the way, I have an update. I'm getting hearing, like proper hearing aids. My last update was that I got diagnosed with hearing loss, but then they were like, "Oh, we want to find out why you've got hearing loss first before we give you proper hearing aids." Anyway, I'm getting them. Woohoo! So that's good. But anyway, when I went to the appointment, I went into the room and there was like 4 chairs in this room. I was like, God, there's a lot of chairs in here. And I kind of noted that I'd just done that, and I was like, I did that naturally. It wasn't like I'm not trying to like fill a silence in the room or whatever. And then once I'd done my hearing test, I went to go and see the doctor. And then in this other room, there was loads of chairs in there as well. And I went, bloody hell, you lot love chairs here, don't you? And that was the first thing I said, and not even hello. And like people laughed, and like I laughed. And then the real test was, I'd had a laugh, I'd made some jokes, got the confirmation that I needed hearing aids, so I was buzzing. And when I came home, the usual test is, am I just staring at a wall? Am I just like so knackered from entertaining people that I'm just not, I've got nothing left? And I was buzzing. I had sparkle, I'd driven there and back, so I'd used a lot of physical energy as well. So, yeah, and like I had a dentist appointment this week, well, I've had a few actually, but this week I had a fill-in, and we had such a laugh, guys. Like, I ended up making jokes. The lady, like the assistant nurse, she accidentally like suctioned my lip, and I got giddy, and I was laughing. And I went, chuffing hell, we took my tongue out then. And we all started laughing, and it was like a big joke. And honestly, I rolled out of there, and I was like, I've just had 2 fillings, and I'm not buzzing, but like, it were a laugh, it were a giggle, and it's it's me. I know this sounds so basic, but basically, I've been questioning myself for so long of like, am I just not being me? Am I performing to be accepted and all this? And, like, how do I even navigate that? And actually, it is me. And I think what I'm trying to do now is, as long as people are good with me, I'm okay to make those jokes. Like, it's fine. It's when people are ignorant and I feel like I have to overcompensate to be liked and get that validation. So, yeah, I think that's kind of where I've settled with the question of, am I fake? I don't think I'm fake. I think it's just about giving my energy to the right people, and I think I'm slowly working that out. And I just wanted to keep you updated because, you know, I think if there's any disabled people watching that can relate, it's such a niche topic and a niche thing, and if someone can relate, it might feel really nice just to be like, oh my god, yeah, I do that as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little deep dive. I'm gonna keep thinking about all this, and if there's any other thoughts that develop, I will let you know. But for now, I shall leave it there. And also, I got a comment the other week. Someone being like, would you be up for doing a Q&A? And like, yes, but also I feel like I've not got enough subscribers to actually do a Q&A. But if you've got any like questions that I could cover, I mean, there are some questions in comments where I could put them all together and put them in a video, so could do that. But yeah, if you've got any questions for a Q&A, please do let me know. And if you enjoyed this, give it a like, because, apparently it helps the algorithm. And subscribe if you want to see more from me and little Roro too. And it's time to give her a DINNER. So I'm going to go. But I'll see you next week for another video.